Hey guys, how you doing? Seems like we got a freeze frame. Well, I hope at least you can hear me. Always troubles with the camera. It's a fantastic freeze frame. Looks like I'm sleeping. Let's see if we can fix that. Give me a few seconds. Perhaps there are no change. Well, at least you can hear me. That's good. Why am I not working? Anyway, thank you for joining the live stream. Will try to get the camera working. Always some issues with that. Let me just switch scenes back and forth, see if that fixes the problem. Nope, same issue. Okay, perhaps we can do it in another way. I can pull the camera up on my screen and instead share the screen like this. Yep, here we go. It's a little bit laggy, but perhaps good enough. And I will try to see if I can fix the other camera. Anyway, welcome to a new year of ProRealAlgos. We have a lot of things to talk about today. One thing is the results of 2023. Our best year ever, our highest volatility year ever, our biggest drawdown year ever, our year with the best single month ever. It was multiple records and things like that in 2023. Quite unusual year in terms of the results of our algos. So we will talk about that. We will talk about all the news of 2024. And yeah, a few other stuff as well. Let me try to just fix the camera. Give me a minute or two. See, I will dive under the table and you can follow me doing that. Let's see if that made any difference. Yeah, I'm back there, but I'm still not showing in OBS. Always issues with this. I feel like it's not a coincidence because it works like 2 minutes prior to going live, and once I click on going live, then it stops working. So something is happening when I'm actually starting to stream. It's very strange. Anyway, if you have any questions about anything from 2023, anything from 2024, if you have anything to say, you could start writing that as I try to figure this camera out. Let's see. Is it working? No, it's not. I guess perhaps we will do out without camera this time as well. Sorry about that. This is something to clearly to investigate a bit deeper. I will try. Give me 1 or 2 more minutes, then we will just proceed. There's any change? No, there isn't. Let's go back to sharing the screen. Seems like nothing is working now. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, we got some kind of camera. Let's go ahead with that. It might be a bit laggy. Not so much I can do about that. So as I mentioned, we will talk about the results of 2023 today. We're going to talk about the news of 2024. There are 2 new programs we are starting in 2024. We are releasing a couple of new algos. We are releasing a new product category called edges or statistics. We are releasing the product category called learning, which are a collection of different learning videos and other learning material made for you and our other clients in order to help them become better discretionary traders or systematic quantitative traders. And we have one more thing as well. It's pretty early, and I don't think I will. Maybe I'll do a little teaser about that. We'd like to keep it secret for 1 or 2 more weeks. Right, results of 2023. What happened in 2023? Well, as you probably are aware of, we made our best year in 2023. We made a total gain of, let me show you the exact results of that. Here we go. We made a total gain of 11,695 euros in 2023. That is with the minimum position size and running all our 19 active algos. During the year, the number of algos did differ. At some point, I believe we had 24 active algos, and at some other point, we had no more than 17 active algos. So the number of active algos differs over time, and it differs because we are stopping and pausing and releasing new algos at different times throughout a year. And we always communicate these changes in the algo portfolio to our clients through email and in other social media. Anyway, we stopped 8 algos last year, and we released 8 algos. Our total gain in 2023 was 232%. 232%, that is in relations to a starting initial capital of 5,000 euros. So let's say that you would instead start the algos with 10,000 euros. That is 2 times the amount that we are counting in this calculation here. Then you would have made 116% with the same position size. So this is completely scalable as well. So let's say that you, instead of running our algos with a minimum position size, you would run them with a position size 2 times the minimum position size. Then you would have made twice the amount of money. So algo trading is completely scalable. So you can count that for yourself in order for, if you would like to make your own calculation on that. And we're happy to have welcomed 4 members from 4 new nationalities. We are now having members across the whole globe. We have members both in every single continent, actually. Most of our members are in Europe, some are in Asia, a few of them are actually in Australia and New Zealand. We have 2 or 3 members from Africa, primarily from South Africa, and in the US as well as in South America. So what happened in 2023? Well, let me scroll up to the equity curve of my own account, which I'm running these algos with a minimum position size. In the beginning of the year, we had a quite good start with 5 consecutive winning months. After that, we had a losing month, and we had a all-time high again here in July. What happened next was the biggest drawdown ever in ProRealAlgo history. We had 3 consecutive losing months, almost erasing the full gains of the year so far. So we were quite distressed at this point here in the end of October. But as you probably are all aware of, we had our best 2 months ever. Again, a lot of new records in 2023. Our 2 best months ever in November and December, leading up to the total gain of 11,695 euros. So it was our biggest drawdown year ever, our best single month ever, the best single year ever. So we are very happy about that. The top 5 algos of 2023 were the Prime US 100 M2 algo, which made over 200 euros per month in average during 2023. The second best algo was the Prime US 130 with a total of 2,296 euros, which is approximately 200 euros per month. Then we had the CUTS DAX M3, and on 4th and 5th position were 2 of the algos that we released quite recently. The CUTS SP500 M15 and the CUTS US 100 M5. That was 2023. Let's see if we have any questions. If we do, please just write them in the chat. Again, seems like perhaps things are a bit laggy here, but you do seem to hear me, so yeah, that's good. All right, 2024. What will happen in 2024? Well, the first thing that we are going to release in just 1 or 2 weeks is the new profit sharing program. So the profit sharing program is a program where any person, any trader that have earned the trust of ProRealAlgos and that we have a high trust relationship with, will be able to pay for the algo licenses, for the indicator licenses, and all other products of ProRealAlgos with a profit sharing program, meaning that you will pay €0, $0, $0 upfront, but pay for the license by sharing the profits that our algos make for you, or the profits that you make using any of our indicators or any other tools of ours. So that's a new program that's released in just 2 weeks. We have been working a lot with this and have been wanting to do this for multiple years, and it has been asked from multiple clients during these years that we have been active. So we're very happy about that. It will be released in just 2 weeks. And as I mentioned, it's for starters at the start, will only be available for our most trusted clients that we have worked with for a couple of years. The reason for only at this point allowing for our trusted clients to do this is that we have actually no way to 100% be sure what the profits are on the accounts of our clients. We have no access to our clients' accounts, so we can't see the exact results of that client. And what will happen is that the client that are joining this profit sharing program will on a quarterly basis send us a account statement of the account that they are running our algos on. And let's be clear what can happen. Someone can fake those account statements in order to trick us out of receiving the profit sharing part of this program. So that's the reason that we are only at this point allowing for trusted clients to purchase our licenses by sharing profits. We hope to be able to offer this for everyone in a few months. We have a upcoming solution for handling this automatically and with 100% certainty of what the exact amount earned is every quarter. Anyway, we're happy to release this in 2 weeks, and I'm hopeful that you are happy to join the program. Looks like my camera froze. No worries, we are used to technical difficulties. The second thing I would like to talk about is something we have teased for a couple of months now. It's the new product category called statistics. So statistics is a product category that you will find on our website, ProRealAlgos.com. You will be able to find it and click into it through our start page on ProRealAlgos. It will be found here in the third box from the left. So this product category is called edges or statistics. It will contain a lot of useful, very interesting statistics that you can use when trading. These statistics can be things like what day in the week are the best day to enter a trade in the SP 500 market, or what happens if the first hour of trading is positive in the DAX market, what are the chances that the day will continue upwards, or what are the chances that the day will continue in a negative manner. A lot of statistics like this, and these are actually the same statistics and edges that we are using in many of our own algos. So what we are doing is actually sharing some of our secrets, our trading secrets that we are using in our own algos. So we are really sharing some good value here, and this will also in just a few weeks. It will be released in just a few weeks, so stay tuned for that as well. Anyway, let's get to some questions. Abigail is asking how much the algos costs. The algos price can be it's visible on our website. It depends on the number of algos you're buying and if you're buying any of the other products that we are offering. So we are offering algos, strategies, indicators, code snippets, and soon statistics. And if you buy everything, of course, it will be cheaper per product. But if you're only looking to buy the algos, you can click on algos here on the start page. Let's see, here we go. So you can get all algos. We have a January sale currently. You can get all algos, all 20 algos, and all other algos that we release during your license period for a price of 1,992 euros. So that means that if we release 5 new algos during this 12-month period, you will get them for free. That's included in the price. There is also a alternative to buy all algos for a lifetime, meaning that you will get all algos that we will ever develop, that we will ever release for the rest of your lifetime. That's the idea behind the lifetime license. However, it's a big price tag on that. The price is, with the January sale, 5,592 euros. But if you are looking to build a long relationship with us, this is what you actually should get. If you trust me and if you trust the ProRealAlgos, then this is of course the best bang for the bucks, so to say. So yeah, those are the prices. Also, I suggest you start by running the algos for free for 21 days. You can fill out the field here in the form here, and you will get to run all our algos for free for 21 days, so you can evaluate them and do your own due diligence before actually making your purchase. Right. Next question. Amlan Basu is asking, if there's no upfront cost for this profit share program, am I right in thinking that therefore the cost are the licenses? How much would this be? The profit sharing program have no upfront cost, but the profit sharing, of course, will be equivalent to the license price. So let's say that instead of buying this all algos lifetime license for 5,592 euros, instead of buying it upfront, you will share the profits of the algos and pay off this price plus a little extra. The reason for adding a little extra is because it's what's the word in English? Let me Google it. Sorry, I can't find the English word. Capital fastening or capital binding. The reason that it's cheaper to buy upfront is that we get a smaller risk getting all the money at once. We don't have to administer the quarterly reports like we have to do when doing the profit sharing program. So there are a few administrative extra tasks when doing the profit sharing program, which means that we will add a little cost to that to cover those extra hours. But basically you will be paying with profit sharing until the license cost is paid off. Beard of Noise is asking if I have a fixed stop distance on our algos on percent base or on fixed distance or trailing stops. We use both a percentage in our trailing stops and our stop losses and our target profits, as well as fixed stop losses, meaning a number of points from the level of entry. It's actually depending on which algo you are running. Some of algos are using percents in their trailing stops, in their stop losses and the target profits. Other algos are using fixed points on their target profits and trading stops and stop losses. So it's dependent on which algo. And you can actually see that if you go to, let's see, I think we can find it. If we go to results and we scroll down a bit, yep, you can find the algo instruments and position sizes header here. And here you can see what the stop losses are, the target profits and the trailing stops, if it's in percents like this, or if it's in fixed number of points. All right, YYDS. Sorry, now we jumping one question. Amlan Basu is asking another question. What about if the algo results in a loss rather than a profit? Let me bring up the camera again so you can see my beautiful face. Let's see. Nope, it's frozen. Let's skip the camera. If it's in a loss, we will deduct that from the final payment. We haven't had a losing year ever since we started ProRealAlgos. We don't see that as a high likelihood that that will happen. But on a quarterly basis, of course, yes, we have had losing quarters. And what will happen is just simply that we will deduct that from the we will not pay any money back or stuff like that. What will happen is that it will be included in the total calculation of this profit sharing program. So let's say that the first quarter we are making 3,000 euros. You pay a share of that profits. In the next quarter we are losing 3,000 euros. Then you're not paying anything. In the third quarter you are let's say winning 3,000 euros again, meaning that the second quarter and the third quarter cancel each other out. Then you're not paying for anything. But in the fourth quarter you are earning 3,000 euros. Then you are again sharing a piece of that profit. So you're only sharing profits as long as you are in the positive. All right, YYDS is asking how much the commission and overnight interest charges you have paid to IG last year. That money should treat as lost. Yes, that's true. I can show how much we paid in overnight cost last year. It was crazy going into the last quarter of last year. The prices have been just rising. And the overnight fees have been just extremely high. Let me show you the exact number of 2023. Yep, here are the exact numbers. Let's see. So we made 11,695 euros, but we actually made a total, looking at only the transaction costs, the transaction cost was 5,849 euros, but the total wins from all closed positions were 17,544 euros, but the end results being 11,695 euros. So actually close to, what is the exact number? Let me bring up the calculator. 11,695 divided by 7,544, close to 33% of the returns of 2023 were lost due to overnight fees, to spreads, and so on, weekend fees. So that was crazy. I believe that the total fees before November were like 2,000 euros or something like that. So the two ending months were quite a lot. One of the reasons for that were increasing overnight fees from IG and increasing spreads. The second reason being that some of our algos had positions for 30 days. Some of the new algos were actually in position throughout the whole month. So that's the reason for that. Abigail Avitan is asking, to start with algos, what is the suggested deposit? I would say starting all 19 active algos, I would say with minimum position size, you should deposit 10,000 euros if you are planning to run it with, let's say, moderate risk. You should always do your own analysis on your risk and money management and make your own decisions. I'm only giving general recommendations here. I would say start with 10,000 euros. If you are very willing to take risk, you could start with less, but I would say 10,000 euros is a good start. Right, I think that was the question on YouTube. Let's see if we got any questions on X as well. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah. Right, any more questions, please add them to the chat. Before I answer any new questions, I would like to show you something I found out earlier today. That is an algo made for one time frame, working even better, or at least on the same level on another time frame. I always love finding those algos, because that means that the algo, which was developed for one time frame, if it works well on the another time frame and showing good results there, those results are 100% out of sample. Out of sample, in sample, and curve fitting are topics that I've been discussing for years now. But out of sample, what it means is that the algo has performed on a historic data period which it has not been optimized for. So there is no risk of curve fitting, as the algo was developed for a completely other time frame. So we're very happy about that. I'm going to show you it now. And for anyone who's renting this algo, it's the Prime DAX M2. Just take a look. So I will show you that right away. So the Prime DAX M2 algo, it runs on the 2-minute time frame, but if you change it to the 10-minute time frame and run a backtest there, I will use the spread of 2.4. Here we go. It's on screen now. So what you see on screen now are the results of this algo since it was released. It was developed and released for the 2-minute time frame back in May 2020. And here are the results of that algo, but on the 10-minute time frame. We have a win rate of 88%, a total of 140 trades, a gain and loss ratio of 1.93. We have a time in market of 18%, a drawdown approximately 27% of the gain or something like that. We have a yearly gain that is positive all years except the first year. So we are very happy about that. Here are the equity curve. So looks pretty good. I mean, this is probably an algo that we will reconfigure a little bit, add some filters and have it for tests for 6 months or stuff like that. If it continues to perform and even better, hopefully, then that's something that will be released in a couple of months, perhaps in the end of 2024. So love finding out things like this. I often spend Sundays just back testing algos on other time frames, on other instruments, to see if there is anything worth creating an own algo out of, and this is definitely one of those cases. Very happy about that. Yeah, what else? What else? I think perhaps I don't have so much more to talk about. I will make an effort to bring on the camera again. If you have any questions while we do that, send it in the chat. Still not showing anything.